Shauna Harris is the supervisor of St. John's Breadline in Springfield, Illinois. Her organization provides over 200,000 nutritious meals each year to those who are struggling with hunger within our community. Friends, neighbors, and those facing difficult circumstances depend on St. John's Breadline to provide a warm meal without shame or stigma. Shauna also has many dreams and ideas for the Breadline. She is hoping that she can achieve all of them, even if she doesn't have the money.
Bigger space, because obviously when we get towards the end of the month and we're serving 250 to 350 during a 2-hour meal period, there are times when we have to stop serving because there's not enough seats.
The Breadline doesn't just serve nutritious meals, they also help those who can't read. And they have experts who come in and talk about how to live a healthy lifestyle.
We have one individual in particular who can't read, and so it's tough for him to read some of the nutrition information. So he comes to us and he asks questions. We have clinics that come in and they'll address some of the health issues. And so when he was able to come back to us and say, hey, I'm no longer taking diabetic medication, I'm doing great, that's a win for us. That's a win for us. That's a win for the community.
One of Shauna's favorite parts of working at the Breadline is when people who eat there get better. When they get their life in order, she feels very happy because she knows she is helping not only the people in front of her, but the community.
It proves by eating better, healthy choices, you're more likely to have more positive health outcomes. And so that's been our push, is to make sure that not only we're providing choice, because we think that's really important to empower people to make other choices. If you can make choice at the very basic level of food, if you figure that's like a ripple effect to empower them to make other choices in their life.
Shauna has been working at the Breadline for a while, but she points to one story that changed her life. On a freezing day, a man walked in without a coat.
Well, this individual, he was wearing scrubs. He had gone to the hospital the night before and was released from the hospital. When he went to the hospital, the ER, his coat had to be cut off of him. So he didn't have a coat, he didn't have proper clothing, and he came to us and he said, hey, I don't have a coat. Is there any chance that you've got a coat? And I knew that day, because as soon as a coat comes in, we get it out to somebody who needs it. And so I knew that we had already given out all the coats. But I was like, okay, I'm just going to go back and check just to make sure. And as I was walking to the back, our back door rang. So I went and answered it. And it was probably 20 coats. And so I was able to go out there and wrap this man in this great coat in the dead of winter. And he was just so thankful.
Shauna Harris is passionate in her work with St. John's Breadline. Her commitment in serving others with love, dignity, and respect is evident in all that she does to assist those in need. Shauna treats each individual as a human being, a friend, a neighbor, or a stranger that deserves to be treated as a human being in need of love and compassion. That is a lesson we could all take from Shauna, would be to remember to treat each other with kindness and not judgment. For NPR Illinois Podcast Academy, this is Amelia Hopkins.